one of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker.
Makes the grab on the left side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams will pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball is going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Catch in the middle, it's Otten. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, North Carolina. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he tacks on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Washington right back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Dropping back, it's Barnett. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. A strike downfield. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Washington wants to go quickly. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this...
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. The 30. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 67 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Williams will pass. He wants to go deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Not much much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Inside the 25. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Williams looking for a man. Got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
35, North Carolina, 14.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
35, North Carolina, 14.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Trying the left side. And runs through another one. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And his throw is incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PB in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tar Heel! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but it's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over ULM. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Washington right back to the line. Williams will pass. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have, it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell, just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball. Complete.
Washington trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
What a play call. Fourth and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike. And they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Carolina offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Trying to beat them to the left. Oh, what a move. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
42 Spider.
He'll try the left side. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
A run for the quarterback. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Finds some fresh air. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. That's caught. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15.
Let's go.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Lets it go. Catch in the middle. It's Green. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Moves.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Johnson. Here comes the heat. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now improvising. Makes the pass. Complete to the right. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 25 to Boston College. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Williams looking for a man. Here's a hit. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The throw. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Washington wants to go quickly.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks the tackle. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
North Carolina, 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Still looking on the move. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
To the air, it's Barnett. Dumps it to the back. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want to.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Huskies! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some...
Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Timeout, Washington.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Jackrabbit.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Bought a little time, lets it go. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here comes the two-point try.
Music now. Cooler.
Go straight ahead. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to advance on the football.
Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready up. Here we go. Gaucho.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Timeout.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap.
42 Spider.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.